Right, how are we? How are things? Mark here. So, I've come on here to explain basically setting up my own YouTube channel. It's going to be interesting, it's going to be exciting, it's going to be storytelling, there's going to be adventures, there's going to be ups and downs, you name it. Um, I'm looking, it's something I want to do for a long time. Have I ever got around to it? Probably not. So I said to myself, right, now is the time and the place to do it. It's coming into winter, so obviously things are a bit of a down low. Um, Weather-wise, it's dark evenings, etc., etc. So it's a good opportunity, I suppose, to explain and further on and include things that you haven't done yet, and put it into a video for others to kind of see, okay, what goes on in the world of my life and how I've got to where I am today. And I'm looking forward to explaining it because, um, as an introduction, which this video, that's all it is. I'm not going to go into any, great depths of anything just yet. I'll do separate videos explaining different things. But this one's more so just explaining me, myself, Mark, 6'6", 6'6", no, 6'6" tall, not 6'6". Just explaining where I'm at and I suppose what I'm into, what I'm about, what I do, why I do it, determination, grit, and all that. I'm a firm believer in motivation. I love motivation. I just, it's, to me, it's an everyday thing. I love everything about it. Motivation for me is just, it's everything. Not because, you look around and go, oh, well, that looks good and, that looks to be the way to go. Like, it's how I am. It's how I have been for years. Just motivation fuels me to get up and go, come here, you, by the scruff of the neck and challenge for something. Because it's very easy to be unmotivated. Very easy to be unmotivated. So it's a good way to train the mind to say, do you know what? Motivation is key. And there's so many aspects and it can take you to so many different places without even realising it from day one when you started that journey. Whatever that journey may be. For me, it's about sport. I'm just all about triathlons. Run, swim, bike, and then the head. That for me is what I do, what I'm about every day. I love challenging myself. I love setting out new targets each year and kind of going to myself, okay, well, right, what's going on this year? What can we aim for this year? And kind of sitting down and say, right, let's make a plan with my coach, who was Jerry Redmond, and has been for the past almost 2 years now. And I love it. It's brilliant. And he's getting me to new levels of running, swimming, cycling. When I go to do an Ironman, my times are coming right down. I started doing Ironmans, I suppose, back in, or triathlons, but Ironman specifically, 2015 was my first one. Again, I'll have a separate video explaining about that famous day, October 4th, 2015, Barcelona. Boom! Thrown into the depths of the sea. Right, Mark? Go and fend for yourself because you are now alone in the race that was. I learned a lot. I learned a lot that day, a lot. So, as you can see, that's 5 years ago now, and I've come so far from then to here now, and hopefully aiming for a lot higher. Again, I can't predict the future, but I can try and persuade how I want it to go by putting the work in. And that's what I've learned. Like my first time was a disaster. Like, it was like turning up to a nightclub. Let's up, pal, yeah? What are you here for? I'm here to do an Ironman. What are you here for? Now I didn't have that attitude. I was there to get stuck in. I was I was not leaving Barcelona without that medal. But, what's the saying they say? You can train and train and train and train, but you need quality, not quantity. Back then I was just doing quantity. There was no quality whatsoever. So but we'll go into much more detail about that one in a separate video. But now I'm just explaining about myself. So main job, working in the airport, but looking to, I suppose, get in further to the field of fitness, and I suppose, accomplish something good and make something happen, and help other people. That's what I'm about, like helping other people achieve what they want. Because I'm a firm believer, like you put the work in, you will get something, like something will come your way. Something will actually happen. You can sit there and be like, I don't know what's going to happen, but like, well, are you doing anything about it? No, exactly. You need to make that first step, and that's what I'm all about. Just making that first step, no matter who you are, what you are, why you are, what colour you are, anything, it doesn't matter, is what I'm trying to say. And that's what I'm all about. Simplicity. But if you want to do something, you can go and do it. Trust me, there's plenty of people out there will say, oh, you can't do that. He or she can't achieve that. Why can't they? Tell me, why can't they? Exactly. That's when you all of a sudden hear the zip, the mouth shut, and there's no response because they haven't done the homework about that individual. They do not know what's in there. They don't know what's in there. And that's where it all lies down to. So that's just a glimpse of what I'm about. As I said, I'm from Ireland, Dublin, up the Ballymun, Garda cars everywhere. That's what makes me. It's like Quasar around here. It's beautiful. But looking forward to sharing my journey. Hopefully there'll be a lot more adventures. But I'll be doing a lot of storytelling, explain different things. Like, I'm not going to get too much away because obviously, what's the point then sitting here listening to me? But without babbling along, that's a bit about Mark, Ironman Mark on Instagram. Yup. Get ready to join the adventure, baby, because we're only getting started.